Hi guys, GloryHunter back with another pickup haul, and it's going to be a big one today. We've got quite a bit of stuff from various trips and various places, and seeing as we are snowed in horrendously, I had to phone in at work because I can't get out my drive, let alone my village. I live in probably the highest point in Leicestershire, so we get it quite bad here. So first time in 3 years I've had to phone in at work. I thought, let's do something productive and make some videos for you guys. So let's take a look. Going to have a bit of a chat as well. Obviously we stuck our kind of Christmas t-shirt on today. We had the old Jurassic World one. Obviously the trailer for the new film just dropped. It looks pretty good. Can't wait for that. Do like my dinosaurs and the Jurassic Park World films. Always been a fan, so looking forward to that. But anyway, on with the pickups. So went over to a new place and checked out a few new stores and shops, including this place here. So this was another Game World, but not my usual one. Quite a big store, quite a lot of stock. There's all the kind of Xbox 360 stuff. Got some more shelves in here, loads and loads of stock. Yeah, it was a pretty good store to be fair. Also, we've got our Xbox One now at the back. Again, a lot of stock. It was quite nice and refreshing to see. Some glass cabinets with all your DS and kind of handheld bits. A few loose carts. Skylanders there at the bottom. A few figs and bits and some handhelds. And then the store went all the way back here. So you've got some consoles and pads and what have you. Some Wii bits, GameCube. A few PS1 games there, £1 each, but nothing great. Some more retro stuff, a lot of Dreamcast stuff. Some good Dreamcast games here actually. I think there was one I had my eye on. I think it was an Evil Dead game. Didn't pick it up though for some reason. A few pops, PS1 stuff. Good old Fear Effect. Still need to finish that game to be fair. Both of them I think. These are DS games and 3DS. A few GameCube. A Wii U. And Wii. Not a great selection on these, but there we are. A few there. And our OG Xbox, which were on a deal, 5 for a $5. So yeah, we made use of that deal, as you'll see in a minute. And the store went even further back here. Is all our PS2 stuff, quite a lot. Good selection. Didn't pick anything up for myself, but good selection to have a rummage through. And that's not all. Some more back here as well. Yeah, quite a lot of PS2 stuff. And a few PSPs. So near the counter we've got another kind of cabinet with all our NES and Super NES stuff in. A few 64s. Our Zeldas. And near the doorway we have our PS3 stuff and obviously PS4. Yeah, big shop, and a good selection of stuff. Obviously I had DVDs and stuff in there as well. And a load of consoles there in the window, in the display cabinets. So yeah, a decent shop with lots of stuff, good stuff in there. So let's see what we got from there. Now obviously not a great deal to be fair, even though they did have a lot of stuff, but we did make use of that OG Xbox selection, 5 for a $5. Now a few of these, most of them were pound titles anyway, and then a few going up to like 150 and whatever. So I've got a couple of 150 titles, but $5 for these 5. So we've picked up our Outlaw Volleyball, a game I've never come across before. Obviously box complete. That was a 150 title, so we're at 50p off that. One I've been looking at, Alter Echo. And that was a 150 title. There we are. CT Special Forces Fire for Effect. It's kind of a third person shooter. All of these are complete. think there was a couple I did pick up that didn't have manuals or something, I can't remember. Oh, I'm not sure this one. Secret Weapons Over Normandy. So obviously flight kind of sim. And we now have our full Van Helsing complete in box. Before I only had the disc, so I do have a spare disc of this now, which I'll move on, or if anyone wants it, let me know. So they're the 5 we got from that game world. And yeah, just had a good look round. It was nice to have a look at a decent stocked shop for once. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, while we were over that end, we had a look in the charity shops and stuff. Didn't really find anything. And obviously they got a CX and a game. So we nipped into those places and picked up a few more bits while we were there. So first off, we'll do CX. I've got these on top, even though I think we went game first. It really matter. So I've got a lot of credit building up. So I picked up a couple of more expensive-ish titles. So first off, seen this in the kind of display. Wanted it straight away. It was up at 20 quid, which I didn't think was too bad. After picking up the sequel, we had to go for The Adventures of Alondra. It's got the sticker here saying it's got like a hint tip book in, which it does have inside. The only problem with this one is it does have a slight, I don't even know if you see it, slight crack in the case just there. And that is it. The rest of the case is fine and the disc and everything is fine. So like I say, we do have the manual and the tip and cheat book. So that's good, and they're in great condition, nice and flat, and obviously my disc, which is in good condition. So I can get a case replacement, which is what I thought of first, but obviously it does have this sticker on. I didn't want to risk peeling it off because it's just going to rip. So I'm going to leave it, I don't mind, it's only a small scratch. So we have our Alondra in our collection now. Then the next game we got, which was kind of sitting next to it, and I think this was up around £7, which again I've got the sequel to, and I have played and completed this one off a friend, but never had it in my collection, so I wanted it in the collection. It's a great game, and just the opening to it is awesome. Paris in the fall. It is Broken Sword. Love this game, nice point and click. Case is in great condition, no marks, no scratches, no cracks, and we have a manual, again pristine condition, and the disc in good condition. So it wasn't up at mint, but it is near as damn it. So yeah, it's pretty damn good. Look at that, it's nice and flat. That's where the Alondra ones. So I love the Broken Sword game, the old George Stobart with his kind of Mary Poppins pockets where you can just put out tripods and all manner of stuff that you're collecting, some random stuff you collect. But love that game, so good. I remember me and a friend getting stuck on the goat bit for ages, just couldn't figure it out, and literally all you had to do was get him to knock you on the floor, quickly tap on a peg or something to tether the goat. But yeah, I remember getting stuck on that with a friend for ages. We were trying to figure that out, but awesome game. And the last one we got from the CX was a game I've been after for a while, but every time I see it, there's been a problem with it. Just like knackered inlays or whatever. But anyway, it's gone down a bit as well, I think. So £3 we finally got on the PSP or Tekken Dark Resurrection. So there we are. And obviously manual and disc without splitting. Something you need to look for on the PSP games. That was it from the CX. Like I say, I've got a lot of credit built up, so I wanted to get some better titles or more kind of expensive titles, like 20 quid on Alondra. Weren't that bad, to be fair. I think there was another game I was looking at. I think it was Grandia again, the first one. But I know the case was battered. I don't think the discs are in great condition, and the manual might have been ripped as well, so I once again left that. I want a better condition of that game. So we'll get it at some point, it's not a problem. But yeah, onward to game while we're there. And they had kind of their deal still on, the 3 for 2 on the game, so we've picked up quite a few 360 titles to bulk out that collection as well. And some titles I've been after, and they were quite cheap, so obviously buying 2 and getting 1 free, it's not too bad. The first one we got, which is the first one I kind of seen and thought, right, I need to kind of get this deal. It's one I've been wanting to play. I've got all the others in the series, and this is their kind of new twist on the series. and it was Guitar Hero Live. So it was up at $7.99, and with this sticker includes guitar. So I was like, okay, that's actually not too bad. So we've got our 2 discs inside. I don't think it comes with a manual. One's kind of an install disc, and a little fob USB thing to make the guitar work. Don't know why it weren't wireless like the other guitars. Don't know why it needs that. But yeah, we got our guitar as well. Sadly not in box, but for $7.99, not too bad. Or even less than that, because we've got a game free, so it kind of chops the price down a bit. Guitar's in good working order. We've had a blast on it. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's very different. Obviously, we've got our 6 buttons here at the top now, 3 side by side. Yeah, so it plays quite different to the other Guitar Heroes. It's just getting used to it, but it's supposed to be more realistic, and obviously you're playing on a live stage now, so you've got live audience, if you like, of real people in the audience, and they react to how you're playing. If you're playing good, they're obviously all cheering, they've got banners up. If you start playing bad, they start booing you and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of good. It's got some good songs on there. So yeah, we'll have a bit more of a blast on that, and if we could get another guitar, me and the missus can play a bit of co-op. So in that deal with the $7.99, we also picked up Diablo Reaper of Souls. So it's got the Diablo 3 original game, plus it's the Ultimate Evil Edition, so obviously it's got some kind of bonus on there as well. Obviously we have our disc and slip, not really a manual, but a bit of paper. For some reason as well, this one's strange, it says disc 1 on it, however there is no disc 2, it didn't come with 2 discs, so I don't know why it says disc 1 on there. It literally says disc 1 of 1. So yeah, a bit weird, I don't know why it needs to say disc 1 of 1. But yeah, got our Diablo 3, quite interested in playing, do like my kind of RPG stuff. And the last one in the deal, for the $7.99, which obviously one of these got free or they just made them slightly cheaper, is Men in Black Alien Crisis. It's supposed to be an easy 1000G, so pick it up. I know it's got $9.99 on there, but that's obviously they took one from the back. The prices have dropped on a lot of stuff as and when. So here we are, manual and disc. Now next set of 3, these were only $1.99 each, so absolute bargain, £4 for 3 games. So a game which I've been looking after for a while, and it's usually about £4 by itself. Hour of Victory. So obviously a kind of war first person shooter. We have our manual and disc. And the next one, obviously these, like I say, $1.99, get one free. A game I have played back in the day when I was my Blockbuster days, got it, completed it. It was a bit of a laugh, a bit of a shite game, but quite funny at the same time. You're blowing people's heads and limbs off. It's the Soldier of Fortune Payback game. So the Soldier of Fortune game is obviously renowned for dismembering limbs and what have you. There we are, all complete. So I'll go through that again on my tag, so I don't have it on my current tag, so get all them achievements again. And the last one, it's got 2 prices on it, and obviously it dropped again, another £1. It's Syndicate, a game I remember coming out and never really played. I think I played like a demo or a beta quickly. Wasn't too sure about it, but I thought, means it's free or a couple of £, I'll give it a blast. It looks kind of interesting. There we are. This doesn't really have a manual either, just a few kind of slips of paper. But yeah, we'll give it a go and see if it is any good. It's 4-player co-op, so see if anyone else has got it and maybe give it a go. And we got one standalone title because I couldn't find anything else I wanted, and it was only £1.49 anyway, so I bought this separately. And this is supposed to be absolute tribe. For $1.50, I thought I'd give it a go, stick it in the collection, hopefully some easy points, what have you. But it is Ride to Hell Retribution 1%. 1% probably meaning the score it got, because it's supposed to be dreadful. But there we are, manual and disc. Not played it yet. I don't know, it might be alright for the price. Be worth a laugh. And while we were in game, they're selling off a lot of stuff, a lot of their kind of guidebooks and stuff. Now, guidebooks aren't usually something I buy. I do like my Final Fantasy guidebooks, just because I like I don't use them per se when playing the game to see where to go and stuff. I typically use them after I've completed the game to see what kind of stuff I've missed or any secrets, things like that. Or just like looking at the artwork and learning about obviously the other bias of the enemies and just looking at stuff like that. So the first thing I seen was a guidebook for Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, which we have on the one. So this is a really nice book. It's kind of a nice feel to it, not just a standard book if you like. It's kind of it's hard to explain, like it's not really velvety, but that kind of feel to it. And obviously inside it said we got some bonus stuff. So we've got a bonus lithograph as well. That might be nice putting a frame on the wall. So we've got one of those in there. And for saying it's kind of a portable game, it's quite a thick manual or guide. So that's quite nice. That'll go nice with all my other Final Fantasy guides as well. I think that was £4 or £5, so they were proper selling them off. And while we're there was another one we've seen, and this is for a game which I haven't really started yet, but I do like. It's a collector's edition guide of Dishonored 2. So that's our front and back with Emily and Corvo. And again, this has got that nice kind of feel to it. And obviously I picked these up because they come with bonuses as well. It's not just a guide. So this one came with a set of lithographs and posters as well. So inside here, I've got a lot of nice kind of artwork from the game. So there's one. It's nice lithograph posters, which some of these again might be nice to just frame around if I ever get to it. It's just nice little bonuses to have other than the guide. And again, this is like, I think a £5, which isn't too bad, and some nice wanted posters actually. But like I say, I haven't played the game, so I don't know too much about it. Something I really need to get into. So there's that bonus, and they're the two we got from game. But while we're over there, we nipped into the works, and at the minute they've got a lot of guides and kind of gaming books and stuff. We've seen a lot for things like obviously your Warcraft, a nice Halo 5 art book. They've got some Call of Duty guides. I think there was a Black Ops maybe 3 and a Ghosts guide, Tomb Raider guide, the Batman Arkham Knight guide, which I picked up, and it was just like a standard guide, and that was I think £5. Now when I'd gone back to my local works and stuck my head in, they'd got this one, which was a collector's edition of the Arkham Knight, and this was £7, so it was £2 more. So what I did was take my guide back, the standard edition one, pay the extra £2 and got this one in replace. And this is awesome, a nice kind of hologram, you can see that there, Batman sign, nice thick chunky book. This is a game I have completed, so I'll have a look through again, see what I've missed, or just nice to look at the artwork and stuff on there. But with this one, you got again some nice kind of lithograph art cards, and these are really nice. So these are probably worth the extra £2, like I say, by itself, or even the £7. So there's our Arkham Knight one. I mean, obviously our Batman is holographic. So we've got the Arkham Knight. We have our Scarecrow. Obviously Batman himself, that one is awesome, that is definitely going in a frame. And the Batmobile. So really happy with them. It's, like I say, I'd probably pay £7 just for them, to be fair. They're really nice, and a nice thick kind of card. Now, as a bonus, on the back, you get this sheet of paper, but mine actually came with 2. Now on the other side of this is a free e-guide. So I've got a code here, which I'm going to show you guys. So quick fingers. because I've got two. I'm going to give one away now as a Christmas bonus to you guys, if anybody's interested at all anyway. So you go to the website, put this code in, and you get a free e-guide. So if anybody wants it, bonus code, are you ready? Okay, so you can rewind, pause, whatever you need to do with that. There's the website, hopefully you got that. So, I don't know if multiple people can use that. If not, first come, first serve. There we are. Nice little bonus for you guys, for anyone that might be interested in a Batman Arkham Knight e-guide. I can't use two. So, we have a few more pickups left to do, a few random bits, and a nice kind of haulage from a friend, if you like. Let's do the random bits first, shall we? So obviously, while we're in town, I think it was just before the Black Friday, picked up this. It had gone down on sale. I knew it was going to go down. It came out quite cheap anyway, and I said to Mrs. it'll go below a tenner before Christmas, no doubt about it. It did. It went down to $9.99, so I picked it up. We've just been talking about it. Not played the kind of number 2 yet, but we got Dishonored Death of the Outsider on the Xbox One, brand new, 10 quid. There's our disc and obviously bits of paper with other Bethesda games on it. I've not played the second one yet, so obviously I've not played this one yet, and I probably won't play this one until I've done the second one, because I'm guessing it follows on or has something to do with the events of number 2. But interested to find out. And not bad, a new game for a tenner. Nipped into the CX, only got one title, picked up 2. So this is one we got, and it is SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. For the OG collection, 4 quid. All complete. Now the other one we picked up was the Warriors, which had been after, but it didn't have its manual, so we left it. We'll find one at some point. Now going into my local town, obviously went into the Fast Cash. They're getting to know me there now. Always do me kind of deals or whatever. We have a bit of a chat. They've got a lot of new stock in actually, and a lot of PS1 games. And I seen this one. I didn't pick it up straight away, but then we went back another day and I was like, yeah, okay. I wish I'd have picked it up, so I went back and got it. And it is Tunguska Legend of Faith on the PS1. Now it does have a slight crack here, and obviously this sticker, which will come off, or like I say, case replacement. It was only 2 quid. It looks kind of interesting. I was giving it a go the other day. It's kind of a third-person, I suppose, adventure game. You're a guy who's like in prison or something. He's going to be executed. So he gets in his execution chair. They're about to execute him, and the executioner turns into some kind of demon or devil, and some portal opens. You go through a portal and end up in this, I don't know, this other world or place. And yeah, the cameras are quite unique. They're sweeping, if that makes sense. As you're going down corridors, it will sweep in and out and move around. So yeah, it's a 3D world. It seems quite interesting. As some of the corridors had like traps and stuff, and obviously enemies to fight. Yeah, it's got realistic characters. It's on the PS1. Dynamic camera movements, diverse fighting techniques, immersive and atmospheric storyline, and explore a fascinating 3D world. So yeah, I'll give it a quick blast. It seemed alright, so yeah, get into that at some point. And the other one we got our OG title, the only one kind of there that I needed. Worms Forts Under Siege, so another Worms game. There we go, let's get that glare off. This was 2 quid. Do like my Worms games. Obviously this is a more 3D one. I've not really played the 3D ones yet, so I don't know how they hold up and work, so that'll be interesting. And I picked up this. Again, the Warriors. It was up at 3 quid. Obviously I wanted it. We missed that one at CX, it didn't have its manual. This one did have its manual, but no disc. I thought obviously it's on the counter, so I gave him the stuff and paid and kind of gave him in. And I'm thinking, hang on, that one didn't have a disc and he didn't get one out. So I said to him, oh, this one's not got a disc in. He's like, oh, you should have. don't have any back here. He had a quick look just in case, obviously it wasn't there. So he says, oh, sorry about that. I was like, oh, I picked this game up the other day and it didn't have its manual. I was after it. He says, oh, well, I'm only going to chuck in the bin, have the manual. So, oh, okay, cool, yeah, if you don't mind. So he's going to give me the manual. And he's like, you know, just take the whole thing. So yeah, I've got a case now and a manual for it, just need a disc. So what I'll do is go back to CX, pick up their copy if it's still there, and obviously I've then got a full set. I can put the disc in here, I've got a manual and case, and then I'll just have a spare case, which should be alright, hopefully, for case replacement or whatever. If anyone needs the artwork for Warriors, let me know. And that was our fast cash pickup. So a few bits, like I said, got a lot of new stuff there, so again, nice to look around stores and seeing their new stock and just have things in mind to maybe pick up another day or look out for. Now the last kind of game pickup we had is this. Now we had a lot of problem with this. I made a video, so I'll show you guys. Okay, so here's the first one they sent me, and straight away you can see it's got some bad kind of sun fading here on the case or on the actual inlay, and a little bit here at the top, and the side is even worse. You've got this big sun fade here. The back isn't, well, it doesn't look too bad, but compared to the other one you'll see there's a difference. This one is a bit duller. Now the case is actually in okay condition, it's pretty good. The hinges are fine. We have our disc. The disc isn't too bad as well. It's got some, you probably won't see, but some light scratches on it, and it does have this one little scratch across here. But that is it. It had a bit of residue, for it's obviously been cleaned. But yeah, not too bad there. Now the problem with this one, and you're not going to see or get the main problem with it, it does have a rip on the manual, and you can probably see how bad it is there with the bending, and it is heavily water damaged. Like, you won't be able to tell, but it absolutely stinks. It smells musty and like rotten, like it's just been bathed in water and dried out. It's quite faded inside as well, and yeah, it absolutely stinks. So that's obviously been quite damaged. Again, inside it's a little bit faded, so we went for the second one. We ordered another one, and now this has some good things as well as bad, so I'm going to try and make the best copy. So the first thing with this, obviously it's not sun faded. Hopefully you can tell that is a little bit brighter there on the back. Now there's one tooth, so that's what we heard straight away, was the rattling. Now this does have a broken hinge, has no hinge on top. The case is smashed to bits, cracks all over it. Now the problem with this is the front inlay again is a little bit kind of water damaged, and it's got a rip there on the back. So every single tooth inside this one is broken, and for some reason this is where they put the disc. So the disc was rattling around, and obviously it got stuck to that manual, because you can see there's another tooth on the actual disc. I've put it in there because the teeth on the back are fine, but it obviously got stuck to the manual because obviously it got water damaged. Now I can't actually get that off, I've been scratching it and all sorts, so I don't want to wreck the disc too much, so that's stuck on there. The disc is actually fine, there's no actual marks on the disc, which is quite surprising, saying all the teeth were ripped off and it was rattling around. Now the manual on this one is fine, it's pretty much mint. Yeah, it's barely been torched, so definitely a better manual. The obviously got the blue kind of wear on the back, which you always get with Dreamcast games, but the back again is fine. So I'm going to take some of these inlays out. I've tested both discs, they both work fine, so I'm going to pick a disc, which should probably be the other one, not this one. Obviously this manual, and we'll see if we can make a half decent game out of it. The only problem I'm going to have is the inlay on both. Obviously the first one's sun faded, but this one's water damaged and ripped. So I mean, I had an option of ordering another one. They did have 3. I don't know whether I want to go through all the trouble, but just for the inlay. So we'll see what we can make out of the best copy. And we ordered a 3rd copy. So this finally came because I had so much credit. I was able to order 3 copies. So it was up at £32, which I thought was a good deal for this game anyway. So I ordered the 3rd one. Because of the problems we had with the others, and the 3rd one actually came absolutely minted. It wasn't a mint order at all, it was just a standard order, but the 3rd one actually came in mint condition. So well happy. Like I said, the case is perfect, the disc is perfect, the book is perfect, the manual. So the other 2 went back to other stores, got my money back for them and the postage, and we ended up with a good copy of Grandia 2 finally. And I've been playing this. It is absolutely awesome, especially for the Dreamcast. Like, awesome game. There is our disc, good condition, no marks on it, none of the teeth are missing. There is our manual. Let's get that out. Yeah, nice condition manual, and even the back of this one doesn't have that kind of blue fade that they get off the manuals when they're rubbing in the case. So just, yeah, well happy with this for the 32 quid. It does have a sticker on it, which will come off no problem. But yeah, loving this game. Really nice game. I've been playing it quite a bit, so glad to have that in the collection now. Like I say, I like my RPG, so it's nice to play an old school kind of RPG. Since picking them up as well, the price has gone back up. I think it's nearing the 40 quid again now. So really happy I picked them up when I did for that price. And obviously got my refund on them others. So yeah, awesome stuff. And then our final kind of pickup. So I was talking to a friend at work, and she was on about selling some of her old stuff to get a bit of money to buy herself or one of her kids like a DS, a bigger DS. And the stuff she was selling, I was like, well, I'm kind of interested in them. Like, let me know what you want to do. She says she was going to sell them in to a CX. She says, oh, I'll probably get like 13 quid for it and games and that. I said, well, I'll give you more for that. Obviously, you're going to get a bit more money. I'm going to get it cheaper than buying it from the store. So we did a deal. I gave her, like I say, more than CX would, and I got them cheaper. So first of all, we've got a few PSP games. So just pick these up to add to the collection. So Ape Escape P. These are all manualed and in great condition. She took care of them, so that's nice. We have a Crash Team Racing. Ta-da. Tomb Raider Legend, which I do have, I think on the 360, and I've completed it, but nice to play again through on the portable when I'm out. Nice to know what I'm doing, find all them secrets again. Do like my Tomb Raider games. Some kind of mind quiz thing, I don't know, it might be alright. The missus will play it, might do us some good. Yeah, some brain training kind of thing. And Sims 2, which again the missus will probably play. She likes the Sims stuff. I don't really play them. But we've got that, so when we're out, she's got a game to play on the PSP as well. Because the other thing we picked up, we have finally got our DS. So it came in a case, got an extra case for it with an extra 2 styluses in there as well. So I've got 3 styluses because there's one actually in the DS. It is a DS Lite, and it's a nice black one. Great condition, it's not been abused. There we are, the clasps and that are working, so the screen stays up. Really good condition, so I can finally play all them games I got off my last friend, all them kind of Final Fantasies, the Pokemon games, the Zelda games, and I've been playing through one of them in a minute. Which one I've got in? The Pokemon Diamond. I'm quite enjoying it. Yeah, we're alright. And obviously we got charger with that as well. So finally, DS in the collection, so we can now play all of our games. And we both now have a handheld when we go on trips somewhere. One of us will play the DS, one of us will play the PSP. So it's always nice to have, obviously, in the car as well on long journeys. and got some great games to play on that console now, which I can start getting into. Now, we've been after one for a while, so it's nice. We've got it nice and cheap, and give her a little bit extra money to go towards Christmas. I'm a nice guy. So yeah, there are pickups for this edition. Hope you've enjoyed, guys. We're doing a slightly longer video this time. Probably be doing these more often, actually. I think in the new year, what I'm going to be looking at doing is probably once a month kind of thing, where I do all my pickups and have a bit of a chat or something like that, more traditional kind of video, rather than splitting them up into smaller ones. Do a nice big video where I can sit down and chat about them, hopefully in more detail as well. And obviously I'm going to do some kind of stuff as what I've been playing and that kind of stuff. So we're looking to next year, changing a few things, and yeah, going forward, we'll see what happens. So hit a like if you enjoyed this, guys. Obviously comments in the comment box, anything you want to know. What do you think about these games? Do you have any of these games? What were your favourites? And yeah, let's just have a chat about them. So hit a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for future videos. We'll see you in the new year. Merry Christmas, and we'll catch you later. Cheers, guys.